Have you ever said yes when you completely meant to say no? Or have you ever given some undue privilege to some people because you couldn't say no to them? Or have you found yourself in a situation whereby saying yes would have been the most appropriate thing, but because of some feelings you have towards them, you choose to indulge them by saying no? Has it occurred to you like that? Welcome to Psychology Compass, where we unravel mystery behind human behavior, psychology, and psychology of success. Because psychology itself is a very, very deep concept where we have to continuously talk about and make each other better. So if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and let us learn from each other. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and always, always be on the lookout for our videos because you never can tell. One video from us can actually be the only thing you need to change your perspective about certain problem. Thank you. Now let's go further. In this video, I will be explaining the dark psychology of people pleasing and why it destroys your confidence. Why people pleasing, why you are always trying to please people, and how it affects your confidence. In reality, people pleasing is a very, very deep psychological problem. People who are actually into it, they fail to understand that over time, when they continuously please people, they erase their own value. When you live to actually please other people, you remove the value for yourself. You start playing yourself low to their level because you do not want them to be angry. You do not want them to be annoyed with you. So you always want to please them. People pleasing itself, it's not a problem. There are times you say you allow people to enjoy your benevolence. There are times you allow people to benefit from your kindness. But it becomes a problem when you are doing it purposely at all times to actually seek their validation. It becomes a problem when your motive behind pleasing someone is to actually get their their recommendation or to actually feel liked, feel loved in their presence. Now, let me quickly tell you a story about something that happened in the past. There is this friend of mine who is always ready to please his uncle. He's always ready to actually do anything the uncle says, anything the uncle wants, any message the uncle has sent in. He's always ready to do that. As time goes on, the uncle starts seeing him as errand boy, not as a relative anymore. Starts seeing him like somebody that can do the dirty job, like a kind of handyman, without no value, without no compensation, without no commensurate investment in his life. He just calls him at will and sends him anywhere. At a point, this uncle, his children too, start seeing him that way. Start seeing my friend that way. And that problem continues growing like that. So over the time, he actually lacks confidence. He couldn't challenge the situation he found himself. He couldn't actually say no to so many things because he always feel like he doesn't want them to be angry with him. So along the line, he realizes that he has been living a worthless life in their mind because they never attribute any value to him. That is what people pleasing does to you. People pleasing makes people take you for granted. It makes people see you like he's always there. We can always make use of him. As a matter of fact, people pleasing will make people to disrespect you a lot because even when you talk, they don't attribute any value to whatever you are saying. They feel more like he's trying to actually impress us. He's trying to actually please us. So we know the reason. Probably because he always feels like we should validate his thought or his speech or anything he says. So the more you try to please people, the less value you attribute to yourself. The more you try to actually seek people's validation, the less value you attribute to yourself. The more you are constantly behaving towards people, people likeness, the more problem you are giving to yourself. Because in reality, even if you lie down for people to work upon you, so many people will still not be satisfied. They will still tell you that you didn't lie down properly. Even if you reduce yourself to the barest minimum, some people still you will still feel like you have not done enough. So in reality, people pleasing will definitely destroy your confidence. It makes people to see you like you are of no value. And you start seeing yourself too, because what they project to you is what you accept. How do you now, what should be in your mind now is, how do you stop people pleasing? How do you stop people pleasing? The truth is this: every one of us has standard. Only that some few have never realized their standard. They have never realized what they stand for. They have never realized what they stand against. They have never realized their true values. They just go through life, or they suppress their values to actually accommodate other people's excesses. So number one thing you have to do as a human being to stop people pleasing is to actually realize your value. Realize your value. Whatever you are doing for them that they feel they are taking it for granted, stop it. Let them, give them what they call scarcity. Let them see that you can actually have a change of opinion. Don't ever make people see you that you are always available. Be scarce. Limit your relationship with them. Limit how they have access to you. Number one thing, limit it. Because when you continuously allow them to come into your life at free will, they start reducing you as a human being. And as somebody who is of value, you should not let anybody diminish you. You should not let anybody see less of you. You should not let anybody bring you down. So, number one thing is realize your value. And number two, if you cannot pick your value, if you cannot realize your value, try and see the potential in yourself. Try and see what you can do better, what you can try and see the potential in your life. The potential in your life gives you self-worth. It makes you feel like you are worthy of respect. It makes you feel like it builds your confidence. It builds your confidence. It makes you see yourself like someone who is valuable. That's number two. Try and see your potential. Number three, which is very, very important, is you need to actually set a standard for yourself. A standard in the sense that whatever you stand against it firmly. Don't care about what you lose if you stand against something. If you do not like to tell lies about certain things to cover up for somebody, tell him straight to his face, I won't cover up for you. I can't cover up for you. This is against my standard. This is against my ethics. It's against my personality. Stand for it and communicate it clearly. Communicate it clearly. Let people know this is against me. I can't do this. I do not. This is against my value. Let people understand that you are actually standing for something. Because if you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. And whatever you fall for, they throw it at you. And the annoying part of this whole thing is that they start cheating you continuously with those things. Number four, which is also very, very important. Don't allow people's opinion to make you happy or make you sad. Build a wall around your own heart, around your emotion. You don't have to please them before you feel real. You don't have to please them before you feel happy. You don't have to please anybody before you feel confidence. Let your mind be guided by your inner strength, not about external validation. Because external validation may actually be leading you to the wrong way, or may be taking away the pride of dignity in you. So don't live for their approval. Live for your own standard. That is number 4 reason. And the last one, which is very, very important. Don't ever say yes when you need to say no. Don't ever. When you mean to say yes, stand firm on the yes. When you want to say no, stand firm on the no. Even if it's difficult for you to say it face to face, you can send it as a text. You can say it over the phone. Let the person know that You are not allowed to be taken for a ride. You are not allowing yourself to be taken as a fool. You are not allowing yourself to be taken for a ride. Hope you get that now. Now, if you have followed me to this part and you enjoyed this video, kindly subscribe, because we will be unraveling details about human psychology, behavioral science, psychology of success, and self-improvement. Thank you, and see you in the next one.